And Angel Reese knows a ring is coming.
The basketball stars, Angel Reese of LSU and Kate Clark of Iowa, have become household names for their record-breaking performances in the March Madness tournament. Their on-court rivalry has been a hot topic, with Reese claiming that Clark disrespected her friends and teammates during the tournament. In the championship game, Reese's LSU Tigers emerged victorious, winning 102-85. In the game's closing moments, viewers witnessed Reese responding to Clark's taunts by mimicking wrestler John Cena's iconic "you can't see me" gesture and pointing to ring finger, suggesting that they would be receiving the championship trophy. This interaction has sparked a wave of criticism on social media, with many referring to the trolls as classless and accusing them of trending on Twitter. Both sports commentator Keith Alberman and the fans have bashed Reese for her actions, arguing that she has disrespected a new star who has brought thousands of new fans to basketball. After the championship game, both players made remarks during the post-match press conferences. While Clark displayed her greatness when addressing Reese's taunts, she responded honestly, saying she was simply trying to get to the handshake line to express gratitude that her team had made it to position. Clark emphasized the importance of holding one's head high and being proud of their achievements, showcasing the graceful attitude of a much-loved star. Clark's remarks stood in stark contrast to Reese's fiery and combative tone during the post-game press conference. Reese had unleashed a barrage of ins and accusations, claiming that Clark had been lucky and undeserving of the championship. She accused Clark and her team of playing unfairly and using underhanded tactics to secure the win. Reese's aggressive behavior and unwillingness to congratulate her opponent left many in the audience and media feeling uncomfortable and disappointed. In contrast, Clark's response was marked by humility and sportsmanship. She acknowledged Reese's skill and competitive spirit, but gently reminded the press that the game was about more than just individual accolades. "At the end of the day, we're all out here because we love the game," Clark said. "I'm just grateful to have had the opportunity to compete at this level and to share the court with such talented athletes." Clark's measured, gracious words stood in stark relief to Reese's bitter tirade, highlighting the stark differences in their approaches to the game and to victory. While Reese seemed consumed by the desire to win at all costs, Clark demonstrated a mature, holistic understanding of the sport and the values it represents. Her ability to maintain composure and focus on the positive, even in the face of Reese antagonism, earned her widespread admiration and respect from both the audience and media. In contrast, Reese's post-game interview revealed a very different approach. Shed Clark as an excellent player, but accused her of disrespecting her teammate, Is Morris the title game, stating she does not tolerate such behavior. Since their respective interviews, both Clark and Reese have commented on the exchanges surrounding their taunts. Clark expressed support for Reese, saying she should not be criticized for her actions, and further demonstrated her class by praising Reese's performance. Despite the emotionally charged post-game interview, where Clark's disappointment in the loss was palpably evident, the Iowa Star player ultimately acknowledged that the LSU Tigers had rightfully won the NCAA championship over her team. With grace and sportsmanship, she recognized that LSU had played exceptionally well, and she expressed her sincere admiration for their impressive performance on the court. Off the basketball court, Clark's exemplary sportsmanship and team-first mentality are consistently on display. She is known for often commending and praising the talents and achievements of other players, though she rarely receives the same level of appreciation and recognition from her peers in the media. This selfless attitude and genuine appreciation for her opponent's successes are a testament to Clark's character and the values she embodies as a true student-athlete. Adding to the intriguing storyline surrounding the NCAA championship game, reports indicate that the First Lady, Dr. Jill Biden, is considering a groundbreaking move by inviting both teams from the title game to the White House for a celebratory visit. This would mark a significant departure from the traditional protocol, where typically only the championship-winning team is included in such an esteemed event. While the invitation for the LSU champions is widely expected, Biden expressed her desire to also welcome the Iowa team, acknowledging that they had played a remarkable game that ultimately fell just short of the title. Sharing the news of the potential White House invitation, Reese, a prominent figure in the sports media landscape, accompanied the link with a joke and 3 laughing emojis. Some have interpreted this as a subtle display of jealousy or disdain towards the Iowa team, possibly suggesting a perceived snub or preferential treatment for the LSU champions. However, the true intent behind Reese's social media post remains open to interpretation, and it has sparked discussions and debates within the basketball community. The nuanced dynamics surrounding the post-game reactions, the recognition of both teams' performances, and the potential White House invitation have added layers of intrigue and drama to the culmination of the NCAA women's basketball season. As the sports world continues to dissect and analyze the various narratives, the focus remains on the exceptional skill, determination, and sportsmanship displayed by the players on the court, regardless of the final outcome.
The success of the league, and when it comes to Caitlin Clark, they need to quit being quote-unquote petty and hating on Caitlin. And they just can't do it. Angel Reese just can't do it.
The First Lady, facing a delicate situation, initially considered not inviting both teams to the White House due to the ongoing controversy. However, the damage had already been done, and the decision had already garnered significant attention and backlash. Reese, the star player for the LSU Tigers, expressed her deep frustration with the First Lady's actions. A prominent female athlete, Reese felt she and her team deserved more support and recognition from the nation's highest-ranking woman. As a woman, I expected more understanding and solidarity from the First Lady, Reese stated firmly. It was hard for me to not comment back on this situation because certain things should not be taken lightly or brushed aside. Reese firmly believed that both teams should have been invited to the White House as a gesture of sportsmanship and to honor their impressive accomplishments on the court. We're all athletes who have worked hair reach this level of competition. We deserve to be recognized and celebrated equally, Reese asserted. Though she acknowledged the First Lady's subsequent apology, Reese made it clear that she did not accept it, stating, "Some things can't simply be taken back once they've been said or done." Reese's outspoken comments drew both praise and criticism from various corners. While some of Caitlin's fans lashed out at Reese for her perceived disrespect, the Chicago Sky player remained steadfast in her convictions. "I'm not going to stay silent when I believe an injustice has occurred," Reese declared. Despite the Reese has continued to excel on the court, delivering impressive performances in 2 of the Chicago Sky's first 3 games. Her leadership and skill have been instrumental to the team's early success, showcasing her ability to rise above the noise and focus on her game. Reese's commitment to speaking up for what she believes in, while also maintaining her high level of play, has earned her the admiration of many both on and off the court. The recent win of the season's team over the Liberty has sparked a back and forth between Reese and Clark. Reese's now deleted tweet seemed to take a jab at Clark, suggesting that the victory was not solely due to one player's contribution, but rather the team's collective effort. The WNBA's decision to provide charter flights has been a topic of discussion among fans, with some criticizing the move and even bringing up Clark's academic performance college. It seems Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, 2 prominent WNBA players, share a mutual respect and understanding despite their intense on-court rivalry. Despite the intense scrutiny and pressure surrounding their matchups, Reese has consistently tried to show respect for Clark. After their highly anticipated Elite 8 clash in the March Madness tournament, Reese clarified that there was no animosity between them. In the handshake line, Reese whispered encouraging words to Clark, and Clark reciprocated by urging Reese to continue being a great player. This moment highlighted the admiration and respect the 2 athletes have for each other, even though their competition on the court is fierce. Both players acknowledge that their rivalry is not personal, and they can be friendly and supportive of each other outside of the game, despite people often misinterpreting their competitive nature as hatred. Reese's performance was truly remarkable, as the talented player showcased their dominance on the court. Scoring 17 points and securing an impressive 20 rebounds in just 36 minutes of gameplay, Reese's effort and hustle were on full display. Despite the challenge of eventually fouling out late in the game, Reese's contribution to the team's success was undeniable. In contrast, Clark's performance was simply exceptional, leaving onlookers in awe of their basketball prowess. Scoring an incredible 41 points, including a blistering 9 three-pointers, Clark demonstrated their versatility and scoring ability, but their impact went far beyond just scoring, as Clark also dished out 12 assists, grabbed 7 rebounds, recorded 2 Ls, and even swatted away 1 shot. This well-rounded and dominant display guided the team to the coveted final, showcasing Clark's leadership and ability to elevate the entire squad. The combination of Reese's tenacious rebounding and Clark's offensive brilliance created a powerful 1-2 punch that proved to be too much for their opponents to handle. The team's chemistry and cohesion were on full display, as each player complemented the other's strengths, creating a formidable unit that advanced to the final with ease.
You know, but I'm rooting for Caitlin because I've been in that seat before. I've walked that road before. I hope she kills.
LeBron James, one of the most influential and respected figures in professional basketball, has lavished effusive praise on the remarkable impact rookie WNBA player Caitlin Clark has had on the women's professional league. Despite the early challenges and criticism faced by some players, like the talented but underappreciated Angel Reese, James has marveled at how Clark's dynamic presence has captivated audiences and significantly increased interest and viewership the WNBA. In James's estimation, Clark's transcendent talent and charismatic persona have been instrumental in driving the league's recent surge in popularity and visibility. The one thing that I love that she's bringing to her sport is that more people want to watch, more people want to tune in, James stated emphatically, underscoring the profound influence the rookie sensation has wielded. James firmly believes that Clark's meteoric rise and growing stardom are the primary catalysts behind the WNBA's newfound momentum and commercial success. Indeed, the league has already reaped tangible benefits from Clark's electrifying presence. There has been a marked increase in the number of nationally televised WNBA games, exposing the sport to wider audiences and expanding its reach. Moreover, the introduction of charter flights for WNBA teams, a long-standing demand of players, has finally been realized. While some veterans like Angel Reese made these improvements with envy, recognizing that they are largely attributable to the rising profile of a rookie like Clark, James insists that these developments are just the beginning. According to the NBA superstar, Caitlin Clark's impact on the WNBA is poised to yield even greater dividends for the women's game in the years to come. Her ability to captivate fans, drive viewership, and catalyze tangible improvements in the league's infrastructure and resources has James convinced that Clark's influence will continue to shape the future of women's basketball in profound and lasting ways. James's unequivocal endorsement of Clark's transformative impact underscores the young player's immense promise and the pivotal role she is playing in elevating the WNBA to new heights of popularity and recognition.